Hahnville coach Nick Saltaformaggio, and coach got to get the elephant in the room out of the way. And you know, you had a tough ruling today. What can you say about it?
Jim, just that, you know, I have a great. First of all, I don't think there are many places, if any, that are better to coach at than this place. I have a great support system, you know, from Miss Felicia Gomez-Walker to you know, to Cade Rogers, who's our parish AD now, to Mindy LaBeouf and Denise Keller, who are our ADs, and then obviously our principal, Brian Lumar. So, you know, they are a great support system for me. And I love Hahnville High School, and you know, I will always do the right things for our kids, because that's why you get in this. But coming here, I've learned really, Jim, and you know, because we talk, how special this place is, and how important it has been for me to carry the torch of what this school has always been in football, you know. And I don't really have a comment on the ruling. The ruling is what it's going to be, but you know, I know one thing it's done for me is it will make me work infinitely harder to be a better representative of Hahnville High School football.
Not anything related to the specifics of the ruling and but can you talk about what it was like for you personally and your emotions that you went through?
Well, just for me, you know, it's funny, Jim. Even though I was affected in it, it wasn't. It was about the player. You know, it's always going to be about the player. And I told our kids, it's crazy. Early in my career, I hit some bumpy roads, but I always hit those bumpy roads because I felt like I was protecting players. And I guess I got older and wiser. Well, I got older. I wouldn't necessarily say wiser. I'm always going to protect kids. And then when I got to Hahnville, it became not only about protecting kids, but it came about protecting Hahnville. You know, and you know, that's a big thing for me. I just need to protect Hahnville.
Let me talk about football and tonight. And you know, it's kind of a tale of two stories. Your offense really struggled, and your defense was outstanding. Just talk a little bit about both sides of the football and what you need to do to fix those things.
I think offensively, it's just figuring out an identity now. You know, figuring out what we're going to be moving forward. And I've always kind of had a philosophy. Although Puka ruined that philosophy, but I've always had a philosophy: for every sophomore you put on the field, you're gonna have a loss somewhere. Well, we started a sophomore offensive tackle, a sophomore offensive guard, a sophomore quarterback. So, I mean, you know, we know what those guys can do as young players. They have been very, very good. If you've covered us, you know, our young program has been very solid.
Yeah.
We'll be fine. Are we fine right now? No, but you know what? Nobody won or lost the state championship tonight.
5 sacks in a jamboree game is pretty something special, and you've been talking about 95 for a long time, and he was outstanding. Just talk about the defensive front.
The defensive front, but you know, across the board, 95, 96, 94, 97, 44, 3, 55.
Yeah.
Those guys are really, really good football players, and you know, I've been a defensive guy my whole life. You know that. I know if you could play defense the way we play defense, because listen, it wasn't like they had to drive the ball. They got the ball on the plus side of the field the whole night.
Right.
And if we don't have the crazy penalty with the personal foul, it's probably going to end 7-3.
Yeah.
So I'm very pleased with that, and I just think for us offensively, it's you know, you guys do a great job writing your sports reports, and those kids read, what is Hahnville going to be without Puka? And I know we're going to look on a sideline and wait for that. And we had kind of a play tonight that was really going to be a productive play for us, and one of our players tried to beat Puka.
Yeah.
And so we went from about an 12-yard gain to a 6-yard gain and couldn't get back to the chains again. Those are all correctable mistakes. That's a junior running back, Brandon Comadell, who's a talented kid. So, you know, I'm looking forward to getting on film tonight and coming to school tomorrow and doing my dress codes and you know, getting in the weight room and go to work and get ready for next week. And you know, even from that standpoint, our coaching staff is outstanding. You know, I mean, it's not like I'm you know, they'll probably do better without me, to tell you the truth. I won't be around chewing them out. So, but it will be fun. You know, this is Hahnville. You know, I tell people that all the time. You know, we talk. This is Hahnville, and Hahnville's been around a long time. and they'll be around a long time, and they've been very, very good in football for a long time, and they will be very, very good in football for a long time. And it's honestly, for me, the greatest experience to be the head coach here. It just is. You know, for me, I'm getting a little emotional because I think about, you know, what I'm gonna miss on those Friday nights, those students and our band and those fans. You know, there's not a lot of places like this. You guys cover a lot of places. There's not a lot of places, and this is special, you know, so.